Welcome back, everyone, to day 15 of learning SQL. We are back on the grind, and today we're going to be taking a look at a problem from the SQL Udemy course. Now, if you recall, we're working in the DVD rental database, and so what we're going to be doing here is working with this problem that is asking us to compare the various amounts of films that we have per movie rating, which exists in our film table. It says use case in the DVD rental database to recreate this table. Essentially, we have a data set here. The column names are the different ratings that we have. So we have R, PG, and PG-13. And then we're counting the total number of titles per rating using case statements. So to do this, what we can go ahead and do is you can imagine, let's go ahead and select everything from the film table just to confirm that the information that we need is there. If you scroll over, you can see that we have the rating right here. And so what we need to go ahead and do is we need to use case statements to say, when the rating is R, then what we're actually going to do is we're going to replace the value with we're going to go ahead and place the value integer 1. And then when it's any other rating, we'll put a 0, and then we can sum everything up at the end. And that will give us the amount that we need that shows the total number for that particular rating. So let's go ahead and build it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to select from our film table. And I'm going to break this into parts here because there's going to be a lot to this. We're going to have a few different case statements here, and I'm actually just going to be copying and pasting them. So we're going to have case, and what we're going to say is we're actually going to use a case expression statement. So I'm going to say case rating because we're just talking about the actual value for the expression, so we don't need to provide the expression each time. And then what we're going to say here is when the value here is R, and we have to make sure that we have the capitalization correct, then return 1, else return 0. And we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we need to wrap this whole thing in a sum. And so to do this, I'm actually going to try to think of the cleanest way to do this. I could just go like this. Let's see, does that looks a little wonky, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's see if we move. Does this look better? Not really. I think this is the cleanest here. I could even indent these in again. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. So I think this looks the cleanest. Potentially take out the indentation, but I'm gonna leave it like this. And we have all this, sum case, and this should return correctly. So we can actually just go ahead and run this first. As you can see, we're getting sum 195. So we need to go ahead and say as rating. So we're going to say as R. So that's how they have it in the table. So there you go. And then let's go ahead and we could just copy this entire statement. We need to make sure that we add a comma here. Then we could just go ahead and paste it 2 more times. Then we need to make sure we had commas here as well. And then we just need to replace the names and ratings. So the next one is going to be PG. We change that to PG. And then the last one is going to be PG-13. And we'll change this to PG-13. Can't put a dash there because that's actually going to give us an error message. So here we have selecting the sum with a case that's going to put everything that's R to 1, everything else to 0. We'll sum it all up. That'll tell us how many R movies we have. And then doing the same thing here for the PG and PG-13. So let's go ahead and run this. As you can see, we have R 195, PG 194, PG-13 223, 195, 194, 223. Go ahead and go back, R 195, PG 194, PG-13 223. So that's how we did it. Not too bad. I'm still not sure exactly about the indentation here of I think what looks cleanest. I mean, you could even do, like I said, something along the lines of this, but that doesn't look clean to me at all. I'm trying to keep this lined up. So I think the way that we had it actually looks best, or we could just line these up like this. That's the one thing that's a little bit difficult about SQL is that the way that some of the queries are set up, there's no like surefire way to format. And so it's kind of up to interpretation of what looks cleanest. And sometimes it doesn't always look the best. So something along these lines, I think, looks the best and makes the most sense. So thank you for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow for episode 16.